Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hariharaya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudanam Hariharaya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudanam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Guru Maharaj ki Jai Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Okay. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the reading. We are continuing our marathon of reading very nicely in detail. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1. Now, 31st verse is what we are supposed to read today, if I understand correctly. 30 or 34? I have to check the WhatsApp. Yes. Thank you for posting it. And if you can kindly post our YouTube everyday class after the class will also be good. After the class, the YouTube link can be posted for those people who didn't attend, so that it will be a reminder also for them. Okay. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Guru Maharaj ki, Jai. So we already saw that the arrangement and the war field and everything and the conch shell blowing and all that. And then Arjuna is asking Krishna to put the chariot in the middle, and then Krishna is doing it and then telling, look at this, and Krishna is able to read the mind of Arjuna. And now the Arjuna, his hands are all quivering, he's crying, and the soft-heartedness of the devotee also we saw. And now he's saying that, and we saw that how the Paradukha Dukhi, he is not only feeling for his own soldiers, he's also feeling for the opponent side soldiers also, why they should die and like that. So this shows the soft-heartedness, but not the weakliness. But mentally he felt weak because he is supposed to kill the relatives, kill so many people. It was disturbing him. So now from 31, again he is continuing to speak. Let us read. Kindly unmute and chant the slokas. At least if you can feel comfortable, if you chant the sloka along with me. Even I am doing it. I have done many years. I have read Bhagavad Gita and taken many classes. I can say in thousands of Bhagavad Gita classes. But still, I read this because there is an opportunity for us to feel that, okay, I have read Bhagavad Gita's verses also. None of the verse I have not chanted. So I've chanted all the verse at least once in my life. So you'll have that comfort. So that is why I'm telling you, just repeat it so that at least once you could have read the Bhagavad Gita slokas. Even though reading only sloka is not appreciated. And even though, but still, it is a Mahaprashadam words which are coming out either from Supreme Lord Krishna or the compiler of the Vedas, Vedavyas. So Vyasadeva is written this, so we are respecting it by reading these kind of verses. And then when Krishna and Arjuna speaks, one is the Mahaprasadam words coming out of Arjuna's mouth, another is Mahaprasadam words which are coming out of Krishna's. So there is nothing wrong in chanting the mantras, slokas, but sometimes in India, they make the children learn all the slokas by heart without knowing the meaning. That is not much appreciated by Prabhupada. So there is certainly nothing wrong in chanting the slokas. So kindly do it. At least you can feel comfortable that I have at least chanted all the slokas at least once in my life. Okay. Generally on Gita Jayanti, some temples, they make them chant all the verses. Translations. Sorry, only the Sanskrit. Like that, they do a yajna. In Mayapur, there is a yajna, fire yajna, which is created. And around that, devotees read all the 700 on the Gita Jayanti day. So that is very auspicious and nice on that day. But generally for life, we will know the translation and meanings also. And the purpose. Okay. Let us chant this. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, text 31. Nacha shreyonupasyami.
Nacha shreyonupasyami.
Hatva swajanamahave.
Hatva swajanam bhave.
Na kangshe vijayam Krishna.
Na kangshe vijayam Krishna.
Nacha rajyam na sukha. Nacha rajyam na sukhani cha.
Nacha rajyam sukhani cha.
My old Bhagavad Gita, it was Nacha rajyam na sukhani cha. So there was one missing here. I have a very, very old edition before 2096 edition. Okay, anyway. Translation. I do not see how any good can come from killing my own kinsmen in this battle. Nor can I, my dear Krishna, desire any subsequent victory, kingdom, or happiness.
Here it is.
Read the purport.
Without knowing that one's self-interest is in Vishnu or Krishna, conditioned souls are attracted by bodily relationships, hoping to be happy in such situations. In such a blind conception of life, they forget even the causes of material happiness. Arjuna appears to have even forgotten the moral codes of the Kshatriya. It is said that two kinds of men, namely the Kshatriya who dies directly in front of the battlefield under Krishna's personal orders, and the person in the renounced order of life who is absolutely devoted to spiritual culture, are eligible to enter into the sun globe, which is so powerful and dazzling. Arjuna is reluctant even to kill his enemies, let alone his relatives. He thinks that by killing his kinsmen there would be no happiness in his life, and therefore he is not willing to fight. Just as a person who does not feel hunger is not inclined to cook, he has now decided to go into the forest and live a secluded life in frustration. But as a Kshatriya, he requires a kingdom for his subsistence because the Kshatriya cannot engage themselves in any other occupation. But Arjuna has no kingdom. Arjuna's sole opportunity for gaining a kingdom lies in fighting with his cousins and brothers and reclaiming the kingdom inherited from his father. When he does not like to do, therefore, which he does not like to do, therefore he considered himself fit to go to the forest to live a secluded life of frustration.
Jai. So here again, Arjuna is telling, Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Mugam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Mande Sri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Jai Guru Maharaj, Jai Srila Prabhupada. So here Arjuna is telling that I don't see any good come from killing my own kinsmen in the battle. So he's not weak or fearful of the war. He's a warrior. So, but he is feeling weak because he has to kill the relatives. So nor can I, he is confident that he can kill. But nor can I, my dear Krishna, desire any subsequent victory or kingdom or happiness. So as a Kshatriya, he has to surely have a kingdom, because in those days, everybody lived based on the Shastra. And in the Shastra, the description is given of what Kshatriya should be. That's the job they know. They are administrative heads and they know the job well. And if there is no field of work for them, then they feel like not living only. That is the scenario. So without knowing that one's self-interest is in Vishnu or Krishna, the conditioned souls are attracted by bodily relationship, hoping to be happy in such situations. Very important for us to know. We are having hope after hope. They say no hope after hope. Because first we see some life situation. Cheh, if I'm in 11th standard, I took arts. Instead, if I had taken science, by now I'll be some IT engineer earning very well. Like that. So the one which you don't acquire. So if I had done that, then there is a hope for enjoyment, thinking that I'm not able to enjoy because of my situation, but if I had been, the situation is different. That time I would have enjoyed. And go and check the person who is there in the other situation. You are in the situation X. And you think if I had been in Y situation, it would have been very good. And check out the person who is in the Y situation. And that person will say, Chah, I'm regretting, yaar, it didn't work out as good as I thought. If I had been in the Z situation, that would have been better. So there's a proverb which says that when you're standing in a river bank, and when you're looking on the other side of the river, this side looks a little brownish grass and broken and all that. But when you look on the other side of the river, it looks so green. And you say that, hey, really lush green, yeah, very nice, very beautiful on the other side, no? On your side, you don't find it so good. And if you cross in the boat and you go there, it is same like where you came from. And from there, when you look on this side, it all looks green. So there is a proverb which says that the other side of the river is always green. So the same way, the situations, each one is put in different situations. And the body, once you are conditioned within the body, naturally, you're born with suffering. You're born with suffering. There will be cold, there will be hot, extreme cold, extreme hot. We are going to see three types of difficulties one will face with his own body and mind. Will give trouble. The body will give some trouble, disease and this and that, and the mind will give trouble. I should have spoken that. Instead of that, I should have behaved like this. I should have like this. Keep on, keep like this. Like this, the mind goes. And that gives some trouble. Sometimes it makes you feel sad. Sometimes it makes you happy. And then sometimes it makes you cry. And sometimes like this, it's going on this mental platform. Otherwise, the neighbors, friends, or relatives, or boss, or whoever around us, at least some mosquito will give you trouble. If nothing of this thought is happening, you're going on, then natural calamity will be there. Like we are feeling in very hot, very cold, and it's troublesome. So in this way, keep on, we are nagged around with the troubles in the conditioned world, in the material world. But we are hoping, oh, my relatives with that, I'll happy. Everybody thinks that if I have that family or this family, it would have been better. Or within a family, if they are all right and happy, they think if I would have got that friend and this friend would have been happy. If instead of that, if I would have got that uncle and this uncle, it would have been. So we are hoping after happiness. So why? Because we are attracted by bodily relationship. Mostly we would try to enjoy with our friends or enjoy with the relatives. This is but either the time will shatter it. I still remember my school and college days where the farewell party will be there and the farewell party will be so nicely dressed. And everybody will take photographs, will go to the studio those days. There was no selfie, and all that. And then everybody cries. Oh, and now nobody bothers whether another person is alive or dead. We are having alumni meets now. Somehow we got together, not the school, but the college. Hmm? So there, if you see, nobody actually bothers. Everybody have their own life and their own relationships. And if something wrong happens, little bit they have concern because we have some acquaintance earlier. Otherwise, there are millions and millions of souls in this world. How many will you relate? As I told you yesterday, there is a small circle. The situation has brought you up, and you seriously consider them to be your own people, and you consider other people as outsiders. The double quote outsiders. The double quote my people. Because they are related to me in this situation in now. Next life, they may become my enemy. That is different. But right now, the millions and millions of souls in which a small group you're identifying yourself with, and having hope that we'll all join together in every. Why to enjoy with the holistic Krishna? Let us make a team, no? Family team. My team is happy. Your team is unhappy. Ha 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 ha. This is the comedy show going on here. Maybe that is not your team. Everybody is Krishna's. Every single one of them is Krishna. So it's not your team. So here the conditioned souls are attracted by bodily relationships. And then they are thinking, why to go with Krishna and enjoy? Let us all join together. My uncle, auntie, my cousins, everybody together. We had a family function, 2 days masti. Itna, we were enjoying like anything. Oh, enjoy. Anubhava. How long? You have to run for your job. And the packet becomes empty. Okay, we went to Switzerland and enjoy. Oh, really? Why can't you stay, settle there? Why can't you buy a bungalow and fly back and forth? You went for 3 days and 5 days and you show off like, and you're like a beggar who's getting 2 rupees and you're so happy with that 2 rupees. Hmm? So this hoping to be happy in such situations with my relatives, my bodily attracted to bodily relationship. So Prabhupada is mentioning this as in such a blind conception of life, they forget even the cause of material happiness. So here, without knowing that one's self-interest is in Vishnu or Krishna. So if we are connected with Krishna, then we are in fact connected with almost, not almost, we are connected with everybody. Like Guru Maharaj. He is very happy only with disciples and the people who are just coming to know they are born in some other family, they are with some other parents, and Guru Maharaj is neither father, mother, brother, sister, friend, nothing. He's just Guru Maharaj. But everybody is with him because he's with Krishna. So that is the person. You can see a person very, very clearly, very nicely. That a person who's actually on his self-interest. Guru Maharaj is fully self-interest person. And that is possible only with Krishna or Vishnu. And he's by the training of his spiritual master, surrender to the spiritual master, he has learned that art. So the art of becoming our own well-wisher is taught by the spiritual master. We are not talking about you being dayalu, being helpful to others. First, you yourself is in trouble. What kind of help are you going to do others? So my self-interest is very important, and my self is my not the body, and the bodily relationship, and my spiritual being. And what about my spiritual relation? It's at stake. It is at stake. There are some people who they talk to you about how to manage a relationship, how to be friendly with others, and even amongst devotees to have Vaishnava etiquette and all. Okay, what about my relationship with Krishna and Guru? It is so weak. It is so weak. I need to work on that. Once you work on that, then automatically everything falls into place. And of course, we should be affectionate with every other devotee. Why every other devotee? Every other spirit soul, because every other soul is actually part and parcel of Krishna. So that is certainly essential. But the great big black hole is there in our relationship, is relationship with Krishna. So this chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, every day properly, nicely, every day. This enhances the self-interest, the relationship with Krishna, getting enhanced by this. So the chanting of 16 rounds every day is so important, so important. Nothing is more important than that. Nothing else is important. Some people say that, Mataji, I am not finding much time. I'm chanting only 8 rounds, 4 rounds. That means you have kept Krishna as your last priority. Krishna is your, then you will have trouble, you will have suffering, you will have physical and mental torture, and your life, no auspiciousness you can expect in life. Because you have kept Krishna as the last option. So give importance, give first importance to your self-interest. And that is possible by mending the broken relationship, Krishna. We have to mend it back. We have to gain it back by the mercy of spiritual master. Spiritual master is helping us in all directions. So we are supposed to cooperate to ourselves to mending this broken relationship. So instead, we are very, very busy in attracted by bodily relationship and hoping to be happy in such situations. In such a blind conception of life, they forget even the cause of material happiness. So here, if you see, Arjuna appears to have forgotten, even morally speaking, the moral codes of Kshatriya. It is said that two kinds of men, namely Kshatriya, there are two people will go to the sun planet, means higher planets and enjoy. So one is the Kshatriya who will die directly in front of the battlefield under Krishna's personal orders, and a person in the renounced order of life who's absolutely devoted to the spiritual culture. Sannyasi, Prabhupada is giving the word sun. Sun means Sat. Sat means eternity, spirituality. Nyasi means renounced. He has given the world up. For what? Oh, I have a family problem, so I become sannyasi. My wife left me, so I became sannyasi. I got so much loan, I cannot repay. I become sannyasi. Oh, if I become sannyasi, I'll get free food and shelter. I need not work. I become lazy. So I'll become sannyasi. No, sannyasi. The word means satnyasi. He renounces for Krishna. He loves Krishna so much. He wants to spread about Krishna so much that his heart is ponding over Krishna again and again. So he's running like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas. That is the reason. No other reason. So here, the renounced order of life was absolutely devoted to the spiritual culture. If they are dead, then they enter into the sun globe. Of course, it's said to be the higher planetary system. And there is a Janasloka. Anybody who dies in the war, proper arranged war, Vedically arranged war, will go and enjoy in Janasloka. That's also one of the heavenly planetary system. We are in the Bhuloka, then Bhurloka, Swarloka, like that, then Janasloka is there. That is for the kings who died, great Kshatriyas who died in the war field, giving life for the country. And they go there, not like Indian independence and all that, but the proper Vedic war, guided by Brahmanas and all. So this is one of the war like that, Mahabharata. So which is so powerful and dazzling that Arjuna is reluctant even to kill his own enemies, let alone his relatives. Even if enemy is there, he's thinking, okay, it's better not to do this. If the relatives are dead, what enjoyment we will have here. So if a person is not hungry, he won't feel interested to cook. That's okay. I'm not hungry. It's okay. I don't cook. But nowadays, even if we are devotees, we can see that you can see people who are cooking without hungry. Can any of you give an example? You're seeing day-to-day life. Quickly, rapid fire round.
Pujari.
Yeah. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, temple pujari and
Wow. Yeah, temple pujari or the cook of the deities. You can see Prabhupada just created people who will just cook without hunger because they are there to feed the Supreme Lord. They are not for themselves always. I have to eat, so I'll cook. I will like this. I like this. We already mentally सब कुछ झूठा करते हैं भगवान को देने के पहले. What kind of devotees are we? Judge yourself. So when you're cooking an offering, just start trying to train yourself to be such a person that you cook for the Supreme Lord. And you really cook for the Supreme Lord. You don't put your tongue's desires into the cooking. ये अच्छा लगता है, वो अच्छा लगता है, हम ये करेंगे, वो करेंगे. No, we are supposed to give it to Krishna. And then the remnants we are supposed to take. So भगवान को देने के पहले, before giving to the Lord, we are not supposed to put our tongue, mental tongue into it. That is important. Then it's high class. Otherwise, it's karma-free food. There are two things. One is filled with the saliva of Krishna. Another is Krishna cleanses it and gives, because you are chanting Guru's pranam, he'll clean and give you. In both ways, you can set your standards. But the top class standard is through Acharya Parampara, I am offering to Krishna. And I will offer as clean as possible, that I will be so greedy for the prasadam. At the same time, I will be so detached with the, not detached, I will be very lovingly and affectionately on Krishna, not on the food. On Krishna with love and affection, I'll cook the food. So while cooking, we chant. Some people say that, no, your saliva will go. Then put a mask and chant. Or mind, you chant. Singing, you cut the vegetables. Singing about Krishna, you cut the vegetables. So in this way, we can become pure. We can be very pure in our mind when we are cooking and offering. At the same time, we can become greedy for the saliva of Krishna. So there is a Boga song, very Boga Arati song. Pajabakatavatsala Sri Gaurahari. In that very, very sweet song, if possible, go and look at the translation of it. It's so nice. How bale bale laddu kaya Sri Madhu Mangala Bhojana Karilo Krishna. Like that it comes. So Krishna takes Bhojana, he ate the adirasa sweets and various drinks he drank, and Yashoda Bhavani in the house of Yashoda and all. But Radharani and her friends, they're all there and they're waiting. And with the permission of Danishta, there is a servant maid. Her name is Danishta in Krishna's house. And she asked permission of Yashoda to take Krishna's remnants. And she takes it to Srimati Radharani. Then Srimati Radharani, with great delight, she is eating later. Before, they are all cooking for Krishna, singing about Krishna. But later, with a great delight and greed, she is eating. And then that remnants are eaten by all the Sakhis. That's how the song ends. It's written by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Very nice song. In Patna temple opening, we all had the opportunity to cook the first boga to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Radha Banki Bihari and Gaurnitai and Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman. We cooked boga. That time we all sang this song when the boga was, we had hundreds and more than 100 variety we offered. And then by Guru Maharaj mercy, we got that service. And then we all sang that song when the Lord was being eating. Like that. So this is pure, very nice way. This. But here, you see here, generally in material world, if you see, a person who is not feeling hunger, he will not cook. Same way, person who is not interested in materialistic things, it's okay, yeah, if I don't enjoy, it's okay. Why should I fight and kill everybody? But if it is for Krishna, we should do it. That's what we are doing as devotees. So we have deities at home. For one day, I'm going to fast Nirjal. There is a Nirjal. I'm going to fast. So I'll give at least some banana and milk to Krishna. I'll give some dry fruits to Krishna. Because I have deities, I'll offer something. Sometimes I cook some little bit. And I offer to Krishna. And then I keep it in the fridge, and later, next day, I'll heat it up and take as prasada. So in this way, we are supposed to become, the attitude of a person is, if I don't want the result, I won't work. So I have to look for the result. And if I don't, I'm not going to enjoy the result, then I don't want to do that only. So there is certain things called as duty. So Arjuna is forgetting even that basic duty. These are all very, very basic. What I'm talking about is not Krishna consciousness. So he has now decided to go into the forest and live a secluded life of frustration. Seclusion means lonely or alone. So the forest life is said to be secluded life. During lockdown, we all had a secluded life. We never mixed with anybody. So this becoming lonely or keeping ourselves alone in a closed thing is called a seclusion. So this, so he decided, I'll go to the forest and live alone. I'll even in frustration, because today Guru Maharaj, no, actually, Yeah, in Mahabharata, it is mentioned in Bhagavatam class here in Mayapur. There was a mention about um, Arjuna, the Krishna went as a messenger of Pandavas to Duryodhana. And he told, let us stop the war, no need of war, yaar. Just give them only 5 gram villages. And he told, wherever a needle can, tip of the needle will stand, that much also I won't give place for them, Pancha Pandavas. 5 needle space also I won't. That's what he said. So where will they go? They have to again go back to the forest. He's telling, okay, no problem, I'll go to the forest and live in a secluded life. But actually, as a Kshatriya, he is required kingdom for his sustenance. But the Kshatriya engage themselves in no other occupation. They don't go and do other activities. But Arjuna has no kingdom. Arjuna's sole opportunity for gaining a kingdom lies in fighting with his cousins and brothers. This is the only opportunity for him, which he got from his father. But he doesn't want to do this. So he thinks, okay, let me be even frustrated. I'll go to the forest and live. Because he's frustrated, let me go to the forest and live alone here. What is the use of all this like that? He's giving it up. Okay, we'll go to the next verse, 32 to 35. Please repeat. Kim no rajena govinda,
किं नो
किं नो
राज्येन
राजेन
गोविन्द
गोविन्द
kim bhogay jivitena va,
किं
किं
भोगैर्जीवितेन वा
भोगैर्जीवितेन वा
yesham arte kangshitam no,
येषां
येषाम्
येषाम्
अर्थे काङ्क्षितं नो
rajyam bhoga sukani cha,
राज्यं
राज्यं
भोगसुखानि च
भोगसुखानि
तैमेव स्थित युद्धे,
तैमेव
तैमेव
स्थितयुद्धे
प्राणां त्यक्त्वा धनानि च,
प्राणां
प्राणां
त्यक्त्वा धनानि
त्यक्त्वा
च
धनानि च
आचार्य पितरः पुत्रास्,
आचार्य
आचार्य पितरः
पुत्राः
पुत्रास्
तथैव च पितामहा,
तथैव च
तथैव च
पितामहः
पितामहः
मातुला स्वसुरा पौत्रा,
मातुला
मातुला
स्वसुरपुत्रा
स्वसुरा पुत्र
श्याला सम्बन्धनिस्तता,
शाला
शालासम्बन्धिनस्तथा
सम्बन्धिनस्तथा
एतान्नहं तुमिच्छामि,
एतान्नहन्ति इच्छामि
ज्ञनो ज्ञनो sorry, ज्ञतोऽपि मधुसूदना,
घ्नतोऽपि मधुसूदन
अपि त्रैलोक्यराज्यस्य,
अपि
त्रैलोक्यराजस्य
हेतो किं नो मही कृते,
हेतो
हेतो
किं
नो महे
महीकृते
कृते
निहत्य दार्धराष्ट्रान्न,
निहत्य धार्तराष्ट्रान्
का प्रीति स्यात् जनार्दन.
का
का
प्रीति
प्रीतिः स्यात्
प्रीत्या
जनार्दन
Translation: O Govinda, of what avail to us or our kingdom, happiness, or even life itself, when all those for whom we may desire them are now arrayed in this battlefield? O Madhusudana, when teachers, fathers, sons, grandfathers, maternal uncles, father in laws, grandson, brother in law, and other relatives are ready to give up their lives and properties and are standing before me, why should I wish to kill them, even though they might otherwise kill me? O maintainer of all living entities, I am not prepared to fight with them, even in exchange for the 3 worlds, let alone this earth. What pleasure will we derive from killing the sons of Dhritarashtra? Read the Bhagavad.
Arjuna has addressed Lord Krishna as Govinda because Krishna is the object of all pleasures for cows and the senses. By using this significant word, Arjuna indicates that Krishna should understand what will satisfy Arjuna's senses. But Govinda is not meant for satisfying our senses. If we try to satisfy the senses of Govinda, However, then automatically our senses are satisfied. Materially, everyone wants to satisfy his senses, and he wants God to be the order supplier for such satisfaction. Satisfaction. The Lord will satisfy the senses of the living entities as much as they deserve, but not to the extent that they may covet. But when they but when one takes the opposite way, namely, when one tries to satisfy the senses of Govinda without desiring to satisfy one's own senses, then by the grace of Govinda, all desires of the living entity are satisfied. Arjuna's deep affection for community and family members is exhibited here partly due to his natural compassion for them. He is therefore not prepared to fight. Everyone wants to show his opulence to friends and relatives, but Arjuna fears that all his relatives and friends will be killed on the battlefield and he will be unable to share his opulence after victory. This is a typical calculation of material life. The transcendental life, however, is different. Since a devotee wants to satisfy the desires of the Lord, he can, Lord willingly, Lord willing, accept all kinds of opulence for the service of the Lord. And if the Lord is not willing, he should not accept a thing. Arjuna did not want to kill his relatives, and if there were any need to kill them, he desired that Krishna kill them personally. At this point, he did not know that Krishna had already killed them before their coming into the battlefield, and that he was only to become an instrument for Krishna. This fact is disclosed in following chapters. As a natural devotee of the Lord, Arjuna did not like to retaliate against his miscreant cousins and brothers, but it was the Lord's plan that they should all be killed. The devotee of the Lord does not retaliate against the wrongdoer, but the Lord does not tolerate any mischief done to the devotee by the miscreants. The Lord can excuse a person on his account or on his own account, but he excuses no one who has done harm to his devotees. Therefore, the Lord was determined to kill the miscreants although Arjuna wanted to excuse them.
Wow. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So such a wonderful, you're able to hear me?
Yes,
Haribol?
Mataji.
Yes,
Ah,
Mataji.
okay. I put earphone, that's why. Okay. So here, very, very nice. Kim no Rajyena Govinda, Kim Bogai Jivitena. Why he doesn't. Govinda, he purposely calling Govinda, means giver of pleasure to the senses. So Krishna certainly gives pleasure to the senses. Hmm? So, but that doesn't mean that, okay, Krishna, many people who are all believers of God, think of your relatives, think of any or your friends or anything which you see as a religion in this world. See everybody. They treat God as an ATM machine. They say Nastik and Astik. The Nastik doesn't approach the ATM machine. That's all. The Astik, he has only one, oh, I believe in God. Okay, what do you do to God? Do you show your love to Him? What do you do? No, I asked this, I asked that, I asked that, and I asked this, and I asked. Huh? Some people, the Gnostic, they say, ask the universe, pull the universal power. You didn't ask the universe, you didn't approach the universe properly. They have now a new concept called universe, law of attraction. They call it law of attraction. The universe is fulfilling all your desires. You didn't desire enough. You desire more, you desire more. One time I went to a seminar when I was in my professional life. They put us through, they take us team outing and all that. And there was a seminar. And in that seminar, they said that you have law of attraction. So, for example, if you want to have 10 lakh rupees within 6 months, that is your goal, then you have to write 10 lakh and keep it in your purse. And you have to write 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs around your room. And you should keep seeing it when you get up and when you go to sleep. And like that. So this is called law of attraction. And other than that, you should deeply desire within your heart. And you will see that somehow things are arranged that within 6 months, somehow you will get that 1 lakh, 10 lakhs. This is what, like this various bogus theories, certain or bogus theories, certain are even real. Like for example, worshipping demigods, you will get that, you will get this. Hmm? Overall idea is if a concept of God is entering, the first thing the people want is their sense gratification enhanced by the worship of God. My family should be good, my children should get good education, my children should get married nicely. If I have disease, my husband having disease, the disease should go. The overall is a ATM machine. Lord is a God is nothing but an ATM machine. What he will do? You go and you put one card called Prarthana. And what will come out? Varadan. All Vara will come. This is the idea. Okay, so of course, Lord is the one who can give pleasure to your senses. It is true. But it has to be accepted as Mahaprasadam, not directly consuming. For example, the difference you see, Prabhupada has trained us so well that when we offer to Krishna and take it as prasad. But if you see a materialistic person, he directly cooks and eats it. Let us assume he is not getting the rice, dal, sabji, or whatever it is. So what we are trying to offer to Krishna. But he goes to Krishna and says that offer to me rice, dal, sabji. Offer to me rice, dal, sabji. Overall idea is Krishna has to become my servant and order supplier. I will order and he will supply. That is the worship. That is the worship going on. Oh, he's a very, very good devotee. Okay, of Krishna. He has built some mandir in the name of Krishna. Oh, is it? So what is he praying to the Lord? My dear Lord, engage me in your service. No, that acharyas guide us. So we are praying. We are asking for service. Otherwise, we will also say, Krishna, I have this trouble. And some ladies, I come to know that they are not devotees, they are not chanting, but they say that, oh, I love Krishna so much, he's my friend, like that. Yeah, I became very angry. So one lady I met, her husband died. She had worship, she was worshipping many demigods, but mainly she had kept Krishna. So one of my another devotee, she said, she took me but of course we had later classes in their house, and that girl lady became gradually she became devotee, and we made her understand what is the mistake later gradually. But when we first went, she said that no, Mataji, no, you're all come from ISKCON and all, but I love Krishna even before you people. And so I worship Krishna's main, you see here. So she had a brass deity of Krishna, but her husband died. So in some accident, so she stopped worshipping totally. And she said, I fought with Krishna. Why did he destroy my life like this? She has not had children and all. It was, I think, 6, 7, 8 years since they were married. And then why Krishna did like this? So I stopped talking with him. And my life is very, very nice house. Everything is nice. He has given so many things nice to you. Your karma is molding you. You suffer or enjoy based on your karma. Why are you bringing Krishna? Krishna is not touching matter. Out of love, you can connect with Krishna by chanting his holy names under the guidance of acharyas. Not that he's a Tom, Dick, and Harry, you just call and he's there at your doorstep. What do you think is Supreme Lord? So, of course, he's down to earth, but when a pure devotee recommends. Otherwise, he knows that this entire world is filled with envious souls. Already you have envied Krishna. You come for your own sense gratification, and you are having your own relatives and friends, and Krishna is neither your relative nor your friend, no relationship. Only when you want, he has to supply. You think he is your door delivery boy? Huh? What do you think Krishna is? So this is the attitude of the materialistic people. And whenever somebody says that, don't get bewildered. Oh, kitna bhakti hai, tulasi ko kapda dalta hai. They are putting bangles, they are putting some red color. They they will have original saffron in their house. You know that saffron, which they sell in small boxes, which they put in payas or sweet rice. They put that is the original saffron. Ask them to offer that saffron to Tulsi. Will they offer? They put some red color powder, chemical powder, and then put some bangle. For what? मनोकामना पूरा करेगा. You are that lady. Why are you doing it? Tulsi Maharani ko pray karne se. So we are also telling, huh? जे तुम्हारा शरण लोई तारा वांछत पूर्ण होई कृपा कोरी कोरो तारी वृंदावनवासी जे तुम्हारा शरण लोई whoever is taking your lotus feet tara vancha purna hoy vancha means desire whatever is this their desire it will be fulfilled. This is the verse everybody is taking this portion. Whoever approaches Tulsi Maharani all the desires are, but actually you should look holistic perspective. Look at the full song. Tulasi Krishna Priyasi Namo Namo. Because she's very dear to Krishna, everything is possible by her. But Braja Radha Krishna Seva Pavo E Abhilash. So when we approach her, what are we asking? Moraye Abhilash. I also have Abhilash. I also have desire. Vilas Kunche Diyovas. Give me residence at Goloka Vrindavana or the lotus feet where Radha and Krishna are there. Nayane Heribo Sada Jugala Ruparasi. I'll see the divine couple with my eyes. Nayane. I'll be able to participate in their pastime in service. Seva adhikaro diye. Later we beg for seva. So we are supposed to serve Krishna, not engage Krishna in our service. I will chant Hare Krishna, I'll get this, all my troubles will be gone. And then I forget Krishna. So who's using you? Who is the master? Who is the servant? So some people even take up. But later, those who chant Hare Krishna, gradually their heart will become cleansed. And if they are properly guided by spiritual master and they are staying in touch with the classes and other things, they will automatically come back like Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj cried. Dhruva Maharaj went to get a kingdom to worship God, Krishna. Narada Muni initiated him on the way. Then Dhruva Maharaj, when he saw the Lord, he started crying. And your gems and jewels are there, but I asked for a broken glass. I'm asking, no, you have to ask boon. No, I don't want to ask anything. I don't want anything. So Krishna is telling, no, you came to the forest for a particular purpose. No, ask that. No, now after seeing you, I don't want it. I don't want it. Because he had the spiritual master, Narada Muni. So the material desire is gone. So the chanting of Hare Krishna, whatever contaminations we have also, we are supposed to keep chanting Hare Krishna. The Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhavamaha, and keep on association with devotees, hearing proper Krishna Katha, very nicely. Then heart becomes cleansed. This is the methodology. This is the process. So we may have contamination, but it will go. Like, so here, Prabhupada very nicely telling. So how Govinda is being called, of what avail to the kingdom of happiness and life itself? When whoever we are desiring, he didn't say that Krishna, he can enjoy with Krishna. Krishna is there. All the relatives are dead. But he is thinking relatives are essential, very important. And then he's telling, you are Madhusudana. You kill in another lecture, Prabhupada is telling, he's telling Madhusudana, because he's the killer of Madhu, the demon. You can easily kill. If you want, you kill. Why are you engaging me in killing? And you are not killing your relatives. Of course, Krishna killed his relative. He killed his mama, his own uncle. Directly mother's brother, Kamsa. He's sitting on the chariot. But anyway, he's telling you are responsible. If you really want it to happen, then you do it. No, we are asking me, like we have Jayalakshmi and Preeti Rupini. They were telling the reason that why Krishna can't kill. Same question he's also asking. Very nice point they gave from this portion. So and he's also Supreme Lord. He can even kill easily. So why should I wish to kill them, even though they might otherwise kill me? They are interested to kill me. Okay, that is their character. But my character is not tit for tat. Oh, you're an Ashura, I'll also be Ashura. You're a bad person, I will also be bad person. Okay, let them be like that. I'll be magnanimous. I'll not do it. Let them kill, it's okay. So, maintainer, Janardana, he's again calling him Janardana, maintainer of all living entities. Why? I'm not prepared to fight her. Because he has to maintain. Why you have to kill people? You're supposed to maintain them. I'm not prepared to fight with them, even in exchange for the 3 worlds. Now only Earth planet, this Bharatavarsha I'll get. But even the 3 worlds are given, I don't want. What pleasure will I derive? After killing them, Dhritarashtra's sons are killed. Ha ha ha, I will not laugh. I'll feel painful. Why should I? They want to enjoy, they are greedy, let them take it like that. So Arjuna has addressed Krishna as Govinda because Krishna is the object. So if you want pleasure for your senses, satisfying the senses of Govinda, cows and senses, but using the significant word, Arjuna indicated that Krishna should understand what will satisfy Arjuna's senses. Now Arjuna's senses are quivering. His Gandiva is falling down and he is feeling such a trouble in body and mind, and is disturbed completely. But Govinda is not meant for satisfying our senses. Even though that word means that satisfier of the cows and senses, gives pleasure to the cows and senses. If we try to satisfy the senses of Govinda, however, then automatically our senses are already in Ishopanishad. We saw an example of a machine and a screw. If a screw is falling down from a machine, only the screw is going to suffer. The machine will keep running. They'll replace a quick screw and it will keep running. But the screw doesn't have a value alone. Only when it is attached to the original machine, it has value. And Prabhupada gives an example of a hand. When the hand is cut from the body, there is no use. Only when it is attached with the body, it has value. A branch of a tree, when it is fallen down, there is no value. When it is attached with the tree, then there is value. So this satisfying the senses of Govinda, automatically our senses are getting satisfied. So materially, everyone wants to satisfy his sense. He wants God to be their order supplier for such satisfaction. The Lord will satisfy the senses of the living entity as much they deserve. Very, very simple to understand, I will tell you. The original nitty-gritty details we'll see later. Let us not ponder over the example I'm giving you, but it's a very nice example to tell in this place. Okay. I'll let you think, I'll let all of you think. You have a gulab jamun. Okay, gulab jamun is very, very nice, soft, very good, right? Tasty. Your body is made up of earth, water, fire, air, ether, like that. Your body is made, right? Now take the gulab jamun and keep it in your hand, in the palm. Keep the gulab jamun in your hand, in the palm. Do you enjoy or don't enjoy? Do you feel the taste? No. No, right? No. The same gulab jamun, the same body has another limbs. Put it in maybe in the left hand and right hand and the feet. There is no taste. You don't feel the taste. Put it on your cheeks. You don't feel the taste. But just put it on the tongue. You taste it. If everything is earth, water, fire, air, and ether alone, the body is made up of these elements, then how the hand and leg or the cheeks are not able to feel the taste, but the tongue is feeling the taste? Who gave the ability for the tongue to have that? Because matter and matter are interacting. Gulab jamun is also matter, your body also matter. When you're keeping it in the hand, the matter and matter. But one thing you can feel, the gulab jamun is soft, juicy. That you can see, you can feel in the hand, but you cannot taste. But when you put it in the tongue, you're able to feel that it is soft and spongy, and also you're able to feel that it is sweet. So how that ability came in the tongue? Who gives this ability? That is what is Govinda, the giver of pleasure to the senses. The senses are matter. When a matter touches another matter, for example, I take the gulab jamun and put it in a katori. Just in a cup, I am putting the gulab jamun. There is no feeling for the cup. The cup is not enjoying. Oh, very sweet gulab jamun. It's not dancing like cartoon. It's just there. Hand also like same like that cup. But the tongue is different. Best example, we can see that how. So the supplier of the sense of sense enjoyment is given by Krishna to the matter so that the jiva can anubhava. Anubhava means experience. So when you learn very nicely the Bhakti scriptures, you will understand how the science works, both in Bhagavad Gita, to an extent, of course, in later chapters, we will see how it works. And when we come to Bhagavatam also, you will very nicely understand how Krishna has made it manifested very nicely for us. So he is the giver of pleasure to the senses. in that way, he arranges this so that the jiva can enjoy. Without Krishna, he wanted to enjoy, so he's put in the inferior world, and then he's enjoying. So the Lord will certainly satisfy the senses of the living entities as much as they deserve, but not to the extent they may covet. Covet means they will turn against Krishna. They became envious. They became so. He will not do it in such a way that they totally forget Krishna and turn away totally away from. But when one takes the opposite way, namely when one tries to satisfy the senses of Govinda, like the Pujari, Akarshak Prabhu mentioned a Pujari in the temple, or even we can do it at home. Why not keep a pure mind, even at home, when you're cooking for Krishna? Try. Then you see the prasadam's taste lot more nectarian than when you very carefully, planningly cook. Spontaneously, when you cook for the Supreme Lord with a pure heart, my dear Krishna, I am offering this to you, kindly accept. You are enjoying so nicely in spiritual world. I am conditioned soul. In the material world, I have little resources. With this little resource, I am making little things for you. Kindly accept my Prabhu. Like this, with affection, when you make for Krishna and then offer it, and then take that prasadam, then you will know that amazing amrita is emanating from that prasadam. The prasadam you enjoy very nicely, sit, appreciate the taste, appreciate the glory of Krishna, and then taste it. There is no issue in tasting the prasadam. But before cooking, this is an art. This is what acharyas are meant for. They are there to train us. Gradually, try, it'll work out. So without satisfying, namely, when one tries to satisfy the sense of Govinda, without desiring to satisfy one's senses, then what will happen? Then by the grace of Govinda, all desires of the living entity is satisfied. So when Prabhupada, he didn't look for his bodily comfort and he traveled with heart attack in the ship. He traveled. And when the entire ISKCON was created. Now you see ISKCON is spreading and spreading and spreading and expanding. Just a pure devotee who didn't have any personal intention but to just spread the message of Krishna according to the order of spiritual master. You can see this. All the desires are fulfilled. So Arjuna's deep affection for the community and family members is, in materialistic perspective, it will look very nice. Oh, Arjuna is a very good man, yeah. All conditioned souls will clap when you sacrifice for them. They want to enjoy more and more and more and more and more and more. They were dog, they were cat, they were insect, they were birds. They enjoyed and enjoyed and enjoyed. And now they, human being also, I want to enjoy. I am given a quota. I will enjoy. If you can sacrifice your quota and give it to me, I will enjoy more and I'll appreciate, give a token of appreciation to you. Like I throw a bone to a dog and then I'll keep enjoying whatever your quota, which you have allotted to me also. In this way, they keep on going away from Krishna and away from Krishna. What is happening? So Arjuna's deep affection for community and family members. So here, but when you try to satisfy Krishna's senses, then all of your senses are satisfied. All your desires are fulfilled. Even Vaishnava Pranam, we are telling Vancha Kalpatarubhyashta Kripa Sindhibhye Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha, because the Vancha Kalpataru means one who can desire fulfilling tree, which will fulfill all the desires of a conditioned soul. So in the conditioned state, if we desire spiritual activities, which are our original activities, but we have now conditioned in the material world, when we desire spiritual, then immediately the Vaishnava's mercy will work and we can experience that spiritual ecstasy. So that is what it means. It doesn't mean that I begged in the lotus feet of spiritual master and I will get good bungalow, car and beautiful wife and this and that and all these things. Cheap, low-class desires. So let us come back here. So then Arjuna's deep affection for the community and family members is exhibited here, partially due to his natural compassion for them. He is therefore not prepared to fight. So everyone wants to show off their opulence to friends and relatives. One time when the girls say that, oh no, I'm dressing all for myself. I'm not dressing for others and things like that. But actually they want to go among their friends and want to show off whatever they have. That is the reason they buy. One time they were asked, there was just a interview, and they were asked, if you're in a place, nobody is there, there's an island, and there is nobody is there, no other person is there in the island, and you are given a nice house there, bungalow, with lot of dresses and all that. So many dresses are there. So will you dress colorfully and go to the beach and just enjoy and come and change, and next day go to, and evening you'll change, and morning another dress and go to the beach alone and look here and there and look at the forest beauty and come back and again change, put a lot of makeup, and no, you'll never do it. You can see people who go to US, the girls who get married, stay housewives, or the husband is working husband. They won't change at all. Only when we have to go out, they decorate so well because others are looking at me. So I have to be presentable. They have the word presentable. So generally, people want to acquire not even for their satisfaction. They know that they cannot get satisfied. Without Krishna, the jiva will never get satisfied. But he's trying to satisfy by either showing off with other relatives that, see, I have. So here Prabhupada is mentioning everyone wants to show off the opulence to friends and relatives. But Arjuna fears that all his relatives and friends will be killed in the battlefield and he'll be unable to share his opulence of it. There are two characters. Some people want to share it with friends. Some people only want to show off but not share. But some of them who are claimed to be good is the ones who share. Okay, you also enjoy that. So this is a typical calculation of material life. In material life, people want to show off to others. Why there are so many photographs in Instagram? All this Instagram is want to show off. So the transcendental life, however, I'm not telling it is wrong, but the attitude is described here. We are right now in condition in the material body. We should understand that. So we are part of the civilization. We don't want to stay a jeepsa separately. Then nobody is going to come and listen to you. So you should be part of the civilization, but you should understand which should be priority one and which should be priority two and which should be priority last. Last priority for what? First priority for what? You should understand very clearly. Bodily situation is certainly important. Carrying ourselves properly in public, presenting ourselves properly, very essential. Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, everybody maintained it. Our acharyas are our example. So as soon as you hear this, you wear dirty clothes, torn clothes, and men, they don't shave or look very ugly, don't cut the hair like this, or cut all the hair and takla like this. Unnecessarily, if somebody becomes a brahmachari, keeps a shikha, is different. Everybody wears a uniform. If you join an army, you're supposed to wear army uniform. But if you're a civilian, if you're wearing army uniform, you're a comedian. Understand your position and do accordingly. That's all. Simple. Use mind and intelligence in my service. That's what Krishna is telling. So we just use our mind and intelligence in Krishna's service, and accordingly we dress up. That is essential. But that is not the whole purpose of life. But so Prabhupada is telling typical materialistic, typical calculation of material life. The transcendental, however, is different. Since the devotee wants to satisfy the desire of the Lord, he can, Lord willing, accept all kinds of opulence for the service of the Lord. So if all kinds of opulence he can accept for the Lord, and at the same time, if it is not required, he, without a bit of money, bit of opulence, he can live. A devotee, Prabhupada said, today Krishna has given me this ISKCON bungalow. Tomorrow he puts me under a tree. I was under a tree. Prabhupada said, I was under a tree. I was doing my service. And now Krishna has given me very nice boys and girls around me and this temple and everything. I am sitting now in a bungalow. Tomorrow again Krishna may put me in the street or in the under a tree. But I just keep going ahead with my service. Grahita ko vanayta ko sada hari bolita. So here Prabhupada is mentioning that if Krishna wills, I'll accept all kinds of opulence. For example, if Guru Maharaj is taking everything and using it in the service. So when somebody gives, no, please don't give me, it's not required. Or here, people say it's not required, and they take it. The same way, because they want it. So when an acharya is saying that is bogus, because acharya can use it in the service of Krishna. That doesn't mean that you will go and loot everybody. Whatever is coming voluntarily to your hands. That can be not for you, for Krishna. Sometimes people think that, okay, I'll become ISKCON devotee or full-time brahmachari so that I can live a royal life. No, you have to live an austere life and give everything for the Krishna. You have to go to the temple president, hand over everything nicely. You're going for book distribution, take the money, don't put it in the packet. Go and give it, hand it over in the temple for the service of the Supreme Lord, for the propagation of the Krishna consciousness. Not for, okay, I live a very opulent. And then whatever is little provided in the temple as prasadam, that the one servant takes. Your servants always remember, like that. A very wonderful attitude which Krishna will appreciate. So Arjuna did not, and he will give things so that you won't misuse. He knows that you won't misuse. So he'll keep giving you. So Arjuna did not want to kill his relatives, and if there were any need to kill the relative, kill them, he desired that Krishna kills them personally. Madhusudana, killer of demon Madhu, you want to kill me, please you kill. Why you are making me kill my relatives? Very difficult to kill our own relatives. At this point, he did not know that Krishna has already killed them before they coming into the battlefield. So Krishna already decided they have to be dead, and they are dead. Only time is separated. So he want to give the credit to Arjuna. He want the whole world to glorify Arjuna, that he is the one who won the Mahabharata war. Purposely, as a friend, Krishna want to gift the victory to Arjuna. Because mentally, Krishna thought that they all should be dead, and they are already dead. And he will show it. When we see 9th, 10th chapters, we'll see that everybody is dead already. Krishna will show the future also to Arjuna, how they are all dead. So this fact is disclosed in the following chapters. As natural as a devotee, Arjuna did not like to retaliate against the miscreants, cousins and brothers, but it was the Lord's plan that they should be killed. So Lord decides whether somebody who's a relatives, non-devotees, they have to be killed or not. That Krishna will decide. The devotee of the Lord does not retaliate against the wrongdoer. If somebody does something wrong, see, it's very sweet. This last statements alone, I'll conclude here. Very, very sweet to hear this, how nice it is. When somebody does something wrong to a devotee, the devotee doesn't revenge. The devotee tolerates. But Krishna cannot tolerate. Anybody offending is pure devotee. But in other hand, if somebody is doing so much offense to Krishna, Krishna will tolerate. He doesn't care. Okay, your conditioned soul, you keep. Some people say God is dead. Krishna is a person with the illegal character. This, that, something blabbering. So many ill words they will tell. But Krishna will just not take it seriously. No problem. Let him tell, no problem. But when somebody disturbs his devotee, Krishna becomes very angry. Same way, when the devotee personally is being hurt by anybody, he just tolerates it. But Krishna cannot tolerate. So this is the difference. See, this is a beautiful thing. The devotee of the Lord does not retaliate against the wrongdoer. But the Lord does not tolerate any mischief done on the devotee by the miscreants. Miscreants keep doing disturbance to the devotees, or they do mischiefs. Lord cannot tolerate it. But the Lord can excuse a person on his own account. On his own account of Krishna, somebody blasphemes Krishna. So many Nastics are living here. So many people who don't believe in God, who give some comments, all this. The Lord can excuse a person on his own account. But he excuses no one who has done harm to his devotee. So we should be very, very careful not to harm any devotee, mentally or physically or by word. We should be very careful. We should really love all the devotees, and not only all the devotees, all living entities. But if you show that love outside to the non-living, non-devotees, then they may misunderstand that you are personally loving them. So it's better not to show that outwardly, but inwardly giving respect to everybody is essential. Therefore, the Lord was determined to kill the miscreants, although Arjuna wanted to excuse them. Arjuna wanted to excuse them. But there are two reasons. Reason number one, two reasons, not two reasons, two sentences. One is, Arjuna wanted to excuse them because the natural quality that the devotee doesn't want to take revenge. It's okay. They hurt me, it's okay. But Krishna cannot tolerate somebody disturbing his devotee or troubling his devotee, but harming the devotee. But at the same time, if somebody is harming Krishna, Krishna will tolerate. He doesn't care. But if somebody is disturbing his devotee or this giving trouble to him, harming his devotee, then he cannot tolerate. So, Ananta Kodi Vaishnava Vrindaki Jai. So, all of you all bring your hand together. I think you're not in any public place or office, something like that. I think you're in a private space. All of you bring your hands together in pranams, pranamudra, and then mentally you remember all the devotees and everybody you had in your life. And especially devotees whom you came across, certain people whom you don't like. Some people you like, you may not like. Some people you envy internally but not show outside. That you know your thing. Bring everybody into the picturization, and then you offer obeisances in bringing. Tell Krishna, I'm offering obeisances to your dear devotees. They are all very dear to you. They are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I have offended them. So kindly bless me so that I don't offend them anymore. So pray that. And then let us offer Vaishnava Pranam, all of us, to those personalities who are in our life. We created, we committed certain aparats. In mind or externally, we don't know wherever. Okay? Let us do it. 1, 2, 3, start. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Anantakodi Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. So, and we beg to the Lord, my dear Lord, heartfully we are asking forgiveness. If you had committed any offenses to your devotees, kindly forgive us and please bless us so that hereafter we'll not commit such offenses. Okay, having that prayer, I'm concluding this. Any questions or comments? Come out. Abhi pani aa gaya. Gulab jamun. Of course, see, you can have the pani in your mouth because your mom feeds you with only prasadam. You're not the one who's cooking. Your mom is cooking. So your mom is having a pure mind. So you're having a pani to the prasadam gulab jamun is nothing wrong. That we should understand the difference between boga and prasadam. So once Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was a small boy, and he had Bhakti Vinod Thakur bought some mangoes, very tasty, juicy, ripened mangoes. He brought home and he kept it in the table to be offered to Krishna. So what happened? Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was a small boy, so he was 5 years, 6 years, 7-year-old boy. So he was just going and he saw a very nice mango. He took and he ate one mango. So that time Bhakti Vinod Thakur asked, how did you have desire to eat without giving to Krishna? We have to give Krishna and then only eat. No. How did you have the desire to directly eat it? Then Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur became very ashamed and asked forgiveness. I'm really sorry. Like that. And lifelong, he himself within his mind, he took an oath, I'll never eat mango. He never ate mango till death. This Bhakti Prabhupada said, Prabhupada eats mangoes. It is not imitating spiritual master. The situation the spiritual master had was that, and when glorifying the renunciation, not just renunciation, the affection for Krishna and how my mind moved away from Krishna. In the small age, he had Vairagya. So the describing the Vairagya of spiritual master used to say that. So when it is to Prasadam, there is nothing wrong in having a desire to eat. This is natural for us. So we are not here to become unnaturally like, I will, like that. We are not such a people. We like food. It is truth. But hereafter we like prasadam. Somebody asked Guru Maharaj, what is the favorite food of Radharani? Because somebody has spread a rumor. Somebody spread rumor, Arbi, this, that, bakwas, complete. Nowhere in the scriptures it is written. And right now, the evidence I can give you in Bhakti Vinod Thakur's song, that she likes the remnants coming from Krishna's plate. The very nice song it is. Bhaja Bhakta Vatsala Gaurahari. It's called Bhoga Arati. During the Bhoga, when the Arati, when offering is going on to the Krishna, that time the pujaris or the kirtan players, they sing this song when the Lord is eating in the closed altar. So there is very clearly mentioned how Radharani, what she eats with great delight, not Arbi. She doesn't have a desire like a conditioned soul separate from Krishna. We say that Radharani likes some food. That means she accepts offering other than Krishna. No, she eats everything which is Mahaprasadam only. That is confirmed in our scriptures. So somebody told, so they asked Guru Maharaj very question. Guru Maharaj, what is on Radhashtami day in the Pandal? What is the favorite food of Srimati Radha? Guru Maharaj said, Krishna Prasadam. Like that. Jai Guru Maharaj ki jai. So having a desire to have Krishna Prasadam, I like the gulab jamun, but the gulab jamun becomes million times tastier when the saliva of Krishna is mixed with it. And now I am greedy behind the saliva of Krishna more than that sweet taste which is coming from the gulab jamun. So like that, the gulab jamun in fact decorates, serves the saliva of Krishna. Uchishta, Govinda, Uchishta, we say now, Uttish. So this Uchishta, Govinda Uchishta is very, very tasty. Okay. Any other questions or comments?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Actually, in practical, actually, for example, like Arjuna is only thinking about his family members and should not be killed like that. For example, in my case, let's say I just got new job. Okay, so means I have also means went to temple and give some means thank you to Krishna and all, and also give some sweet like that. But more I like when I just posted on what LinkedIn, and everyone just appreciated, oh congratulations like that. And my relatives, my parents, they have given me some means congratulations like that. That I like most than to that man means presenting and giving thank you to Krishna, something like that. So means in practically we feel like we are part and parcel of our family members, all those things. So naturally we will think this one. So how can we means get the same experience, or so that we can more relate to Krishna, not to our this material relationship and friends or like that.
It is not said that you should hate the material relatives. And what if they congratulate? They are your well wishers. They are come around you. But we should know that in every life I am getting new part and parcel of Krishna, my friends. They are part and parcel of Krishna. What is wrong in being affectionate to them? There is nothing wrong in being affectionate to them. But forgetting Krishna, being affectionate to them is not good. But remembering Krishna and being affectionate is nothing. Every part and parcel also you should love. And also the whole. The Supreme Lord is our primary relationship. So, loving Krishna doesn't mean that you're hating your relatives. So, let them congratulate. You have a loving, affectionate relationship with them. There is nothing wrong in that. But have you forgotten? Very nicely, you have not forgotten. You have gone to the temple. You have given the sweet to Krishna. That is also you're loving Krishna. And you're chanting
But
every day
I
16
don't.
rounds.
Yeah, but I
Wait,
don't
you're
feel
chanting
so
2
much
hours,
happiness.
16 rounds. Are you calling your relatives 2 hours? I'm speaking 2 hours every day. Or you speaking to your
No.
relatives? You're chanting how many 16 rounds, how much time it takes? 2 hours?
Yeah. Yeah, almost.
Yeah, that is the purpose of having Guru, baby. Guru will put you on the right path where you should talk. Who's your friend? Who are you calling every day 2 hours? That Guru will see to that. He got a promise from you. One day you think, no, I will take chutti, I will not call my father, I will not call my brother. There's no charge in my phone, so I didn't call my father. You may say, or right now your mother is not there. Earlier you were calling your mother every day, but now mother is not there. Then how? Then you cannot call, right? But Krishna, you're calling every single day, right? This is Guru. So the Guru will put you on the right track. So we need not too much, but we should clearly understand that chanting is my primary duty. I need to chant whatever happens. So you like it, you don't like it, you have to do it in the initial stage, but gradually, you will develop a taste. This is Rupa Goswami is explaining very nicely. A person who is having jaundice, a person having a disease, jaundice disease. So for him, what will happen when they put sugar in the tongue? They'll put so bitter like Karela. The sugar will taste. That is the symptom of having jaundice. So they will want to spit the sugar. I don't want this good. They say the good or the jaggery. They put in the tongue, and it will be very bitter for them. So that is the symptom of. Then the doctor will say, okay, he has got jaundice. Everything is bitter. So in Ayurvedic, in proper curing system, what the solution for this is, the good itself is the medicine. So they will give the good every day, and he'll say, oh, so bitter, don't give me. No, that is the medicine, take it. For everybody else, the good is tasty. Jaggery is very tasty for everybody. But only for this person is very bitter because he's got disease, jaundice disease. Then every day is taking, little bit, that bitterness will go, because that jaggery will work as a medicine. The same jaggery which is used to test the symptom of jaundice, the same jaggery is used to cure the disease also. And then tasting, after some time it will be very plain. Then they'll ask, what are you feeling? It is not bitter, but it is not tasty. It is like plain, like a water, no taste. Then gradually, little sweet, they'll start feeling. I'm feeling very little sweet. So within 15, 20 days, 1 month, they'll get full. Now they'll taste full jaggery very nicely. Now the disease is cured. So that medicine which is used to test itself is the medicine which is for the cure. This example is given by Rupa Goswami, where we have this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and we chant and we don't feel tasty. We force ourselves because we already promised to Guru Maharaj, and we see that auspiciousness is coming once we start chanting. All of us know this, otherwise we won't do it. Our life changed, our heart transformed, our life transformed. So it turned into beautiful association with Krishna and Krishna conscious society and devotees. So nobody is watching us, but nobody is in the Facebook or Instagram to check whether you're chanting 16 rounds. Whether somebody is there, not there, we are completing our rounds. As a matter of duty, we are somehow completing. Initially, it may be bitter, then gradually bitter will go, then it will become neutral, and gradually neutrality will go, and then you will develop taste. Gradually, at last you can see Krishna. When you chant, you can see the mantra in front of you. You can smell Krishna. There are symptoms given. First, only smell will come. And then you can feel his presence and fragrance. And then his anklets. Then gradually, holy name will reveal itself. So in this way, when we start chanting, Guru Maharaj has given promise, God promise, that other things we may do, may not do. You may go and share your job with Krishna in the deity in the temple or not. But chanting anyway you're doing. So today job will be there, tomorrow another job, tomorrow, day after another job, some days there are no job. That is a temporary situation, that is different. But your connection with Krishna, your relationship with Krishna, sukhe dukhe bhule nako vadane hari naam koro re. So sukha or dukha, we keep chanting. If there is a marriage in the family, chant. If there is a death in the family, chant. What else we will do? We'll chant Hare Krishna. So you're anyway chanting Hare Krishna mantra. So you're really more, Guru Maharaj knows how to connect you more with Krishna than your relatives. That is done by Guru, he's taking care. So don't worry, simply chant Hari and be merry. Always be happy in Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada is telling naturally the spirit soul is jolly. Anandamayo Abhyasat. So one thing, you are in safe hands. You should understand I'm in safe hand. I have a Guru, I am not Anath. So my Guru will take care of me and every day, and try to improve the standard of thinking. Nothing wrong in improving, trying to improve. When you're cooking, if you're cooking in a room and offering anything to Krishna, even if you're purchasing some fruits, something for Krishna, then offer with love. Try. My dear, at least speak. No, that love I don't know. Ladiki ko fatane ke liye aata hai kidhar se. We don't know how it is just coming. It is not true love and all. You just see, oh, she looks good, then let me put line. and then that is not happening, it is not line work na hua, then within 1 week or 10 days, another ladki is getting attracted. This 2 days love is like that only. Everybody is like that. So when that is happening, there you can affectionately give a gift. Why can't you give affectionately a gift to Krishna as if you don't know? You all know only. All of you know. Just do it. That's it.
Okay, Mataji.
Even to a dog, no, how nicely they are feeding. You can see the, oh my dear puppy, they're doing. They are feeding. You can see. So it's not that we don't know love and all that. We affectionately give to Krishna. What is that? Good. Very good question. Thank you, Akarsha. Okay, time is too much up. You all have to get up early and chant. I'm
And one more
sorry for
thing.
keeping you. Yeah, quick.
Actually, tomorrow is Putrada Ekadasi. So one Mataji and someone asked me like that. If I don't have child, can I get doing one, because it is written if someone do tomorrow fasting, that is Putrada Ekadasi, then he can have a child like that.
In their karma, if the child is not returned, then a mouse will be born. I don't know. So why you have to force the, as far as I'm concerned, we should not force the what is not meant for us. So in Ishopanishad, we saw read the first sloka, the mantra 1, Ishavashyam idam sarvam. So in that, all of you did Magap also. That our quota is allotted to us. So according to our previous life's karma, maybe we'll have child, maybe we'll not have child, maybe we'll have husband, wife, we may not have. It depends on the karma from the previous life, and we should simply accept our situation and be jolly in Krishna consciousness. So if we keep hankering for things in the material world so that I can become happy, you're never going to become happy. You want child, and after the child will have some trouble. Then the child's health should be all right. For that one prayer. Then which Ekadashi you will keep, and after that which Ekadashi you will keep for the child to get a job, and which Ekadashi you will have to, like this keep on be. No time you will fast Ekadashi for spiritual progress or Krishna, Madhava Divasa. My dear Krishna, is dear day to Krishna. It's a Shakti of Krishna. Please give me blessings so that I'm fasting on this day, like that. So having putting what do you say, prarthana or a desire, and then doing any devotional service is very low class. It may be true that if somebody fasts on Putra Ekadasi, in the previous karma, if there is no child, maybe the karma will be broken and child. That is Krishna's will to give you a child or not give a child. It's up to him. So Isa specifically asking is not good. Lovingly she has to do for Krishna and say that if you so desire, if you will, you give, otherwise no problem. Without child also, you are there for me, and that itself is enough. Not as a child or whatever it is. You're my supreme Lord, it's up to you. So if that other person who is asking you is a non-devotee or a devotee, give them left and right.
Non-devotee.
Non-devotee, you encourage them to fast all the Ekadashi. Ask them to chant Hare Krishna. You say that you'll get putra. Tell anything and make them chant one round. Don't tell them to fast Ekadashi. Ekadashi fasting karega, nahi karega, no problem. Oh, Diksha ke samay we can see. But make them chant one round. At least you say that at least you'll feel aram that Krishna is next to you like a baby only. So you chant. Whatever it is, tell something and make them chant one round. That will be very good. 1 round or 4 round, you can make them chant. It will be very successful. Compared to making them fast only one Ekadashi for getting putra. And if they don't get the putra, in case if they fasted and they are not having child due to karma, she will tell that this entire Ekadashi is a bogus. They will lose faith on Ekadashi. Oh, I fasted for Ekadashi, that Prabhuji said. She will lose faith on you also. Whether she fasted properly or not, how do we know? कुछ तेल यूज करेगा, वो तेल के अंदर there may be some grains. Nowadays they are mixing everything, preservatives, everything in the tail. We don't know how she is fasting. Is she doing nirjal or something? So we don't know. Actually it works. It works. It is written in Gita Mahatmya, the Ekadashi Mahatmya. But we don't recommend, Prabhupada didn't recommend, but we just tell the glory of Ekadashi as a pastime. And we don't fast Ekadashi to fulfill our desires. So don't create an ATM machine. Krishna consciousness is an ATM machine. Don't do that. Don't sell Krishna. Krishna is not cheap. Don't sell him like that. Give her Hare Krishna Mahamantra and say that it depends. If Krishna wills, he will give you. Otherwise, he will give you such a satisfaction that you will not hanker for a baby. Tell like that and give chanting back and beat. Okay?
Okay, Mataji.
Okay. We already offered Vaishnav Pranam. So Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki
Yeah.
Jai.
Yeah.
Any questions or comment, you can put it in the group or send me as message. I'll answer. Hari Bol. Good night. Hare Krishna.